Hello everyone, welcome back to Pacific Front channel. It's been a while since I made a monthly recap video, so I thought I'm gonna do it this month. As usual, today we're gonna look back at what happened in the Indo-Pacific region in July 2023. What stories do we have this month? Let's jump into the video. We're gonna start today's video with a story from Indonesia. After completing their long-range power projection mission in the Indo-Pacific under the mission Pegas 2023, aircraft from the French Air and Space Force visited Indonesia once more. 6 Rafale, 4 A400M, and 3 A330 MRTT take part in this week-long visit, and they have several agendas while they're here, from static and flying display shows for journalists in Jakarta, bilateral meetings, subject matter expert briefing, and the most interesting event for me is dry air-to-air refueling between the Indonesian Air Force F-16 with MRTT from French Air and Space Force. Indonesian pilot call sign King B also got a chance to experience the capability of Rafale when he flew as a backseater on one of their fighters during the simulated AAR mission. During 3 hours of flight, King B told that the aircraft was able to lock 3 F-16 which were taking off from a distance of 80 nautical mile or 140 km, able to visually display those aircraft from a distance of 40 nautical mile or 70 km for visual identification using a camera on its nose, and able to track 40 targets and lock 6 targets simultaneously. He also praised its advanced armament system for air combat maneuver, including for beyond visual range, both for air-to-air or air-to-ground. Mission Pegas 2023 itself is the French Air and Space Force annual long-range power projection mission in the Indo-Pacific from 25 June to 3 August 2023. 320 personnel, 55 tons of cargo, and 19 aircraft including 10 Rafale, 5 A330 MRTT, and 4 A400M are involved in their mission, visiting 10 countries and conducting cooperation and interoperability activities with 14 partner air force. Looking at the picture of MRTT performing dry air-to-air refueling to Indonesian F-16 is exactly the ideal composition of the Indonesian Air Force I dream of a decade from now. Rafale, F-16, and A330 MRTT as aerial tankers. As we all know, the composition of the Indonesian Air Force fleet consists of boom and pouch aerial refueling system, and the Air Force must be able to support both types of refueling systems if we want to further increase their range and endurance. Right now, the Air Force can only provide aerial refueling for aircraft with pouch systems, and my hope for the A330 MRTT was sadly beaten by the A400M MRTT. I guess we still have to wait post-2024 whether there'll be another MRTT procurement plan to accommodate the Air Force next-gen fighters like the KF-21 and hopefully Eagle II. If there is, I wish the A330 MRTT can be chosen. As for the Rafale capability told by King B, man, he makes me even more hype of Rafale. Moving on 20 July, the first of Type 218SG submarines arrived in Singapore. The Impeccable was received at Singapore's RSS Singapura Changi Naval Base in a homecoming ceremony and attended by the Republic of Singapore Navy chiefs and other senior officers. The boat had arrived in Singapore on 8 July after a voyage from Germany that started in late May, carried by a heavy load carrier. Launched in Kiel, Germany in December 2022, Impeccable is one of 4 Invincible-class submarines designed for operations in Singapore's shallow and busy tropical waters. Tailored specifically for Singapore's need, the submarine has state-of-the-art capabilities, including high level of automation, significant payload capacity, enhanced underwater endurance, and ergonomics optimized for the ASEAN physique. Impeccable will be undergoing a series of local sea trials to reach full operational capability. Meanwhile, the lead boat of the class, the Invincible, remains in Germany to support the training of Singaporean submariners. We already discussed the Invincible class before, so I'm happy that finally our Singaporean brothers are getting what they've been waiting for a decade. And from what I see, this delivery is only part of a much bigger picture. The involvement of Singapore-based institution on this project will someday become the basis of Singapore's homegrown underwater capability. It might not be a full-size submarine, but large or extra-large unmanned underwater vehicles are highly possible. And my gut feeling says that's what they will pursue next. Next, we have a story from Australia. Hanwha Defence Australia has secured the lucrative Australian Army contract to build 129 Redback IAVs under the Land 400 Phase 3. The decision comes nearly 5 years after the Australia Department of Defence issued its Land 400 Phase 3 mounted combat capability request for tender. It also comes just 4 months after the numbers of IAVs expected by the Army to replace its obsolete M113 APC was cut from 450 to just 129 in April. Australia's Minister for Defence Industry Pat Conroy said the vehicles will be delivered at around the same time as the new HIMARS and Army landing craft, with the first vehicle is expected to be delivered in early 2027 and the final one by late 2028. This is 2 years earlier than the former government had planned. With this number, inclusive of training, repair, and attrition stock, the Redback will equip a single mechanized battalion, in particular for littoral maneuver, as part of a single armored combined arms brigade, able to meet the most demanding challenges in our region. Minister Conroy adds, the Land 400 Phase 3 project will have a value between 5 to 7 billion Australian dollar, making it one of the largest acquisition projects in the history of the Australian Army. The project includes all vehicles, project costs, spares, ammunition, training, and simulation systems. The Redback will be built in Hanwha's Armored Vehicles Center of Excellence, which is currently under construction in the city of Avalon, and an option for manufacture in South Korea as well, which in my opinion is a great idea. Having 2 locations that are capable of producing the vehicle will reduce the risk of being disrupted by unpredicted external factors like the pandemic or conflict. As for the vehicle itself, I will discuss it more thoroughly later, because this video is gonna be very long if I discuss it today, so please look forward to it. We're gonna end today's video with a story from the US. Recently, the USMC held an activation ceremony for Long-Range Missile Battery A of the 11th Marine Regiment at Camp Pendleton. This is the Marine's first missile battery equipped with Tomahawk cruise missiles. The Alpha battery will be equipped with 4 long-range fires or LRF weapon systems composed of a remotely operated ground unit for expeditionary or rock fire leader kit, LRF launcher, LRF C2 system, and LRF reload and resupply system. LRF is crucial to the USMC ability to support Joint Force long-range precision fire requirement and allows the Marine to expand on the capabilities of Nemesis. While the Nemesis will be the Marine's first step in contesting areas beyond the shore, it doesn't have the range required to contest certain areas of the Pacific from shore. The NSM missile, with a range of 185 km, is only enough to deny certain passages and coastal areas of the vast Pacific Ocean from shore. Meanwhile, the Tomahawk Block 5, in which the baseline land attack variant has a range of 1,600 km, will allow the Marines to contest a greater area than just Nemesis. It also allows units to go after hardened or buried targets that were otherwise beyond their capability to address. The Marines are currently planning to procure 56 launchers and expect to field the first 4 operational launchers in the 4th quarter of fiscal year 24, with additional units standing up from fiscal year 26 to 28. And the current plans call for the USMC to field 3 missile batteries consisting of 16 launchers and associated C2 and reloading systems that will form a single battalion. And this battalion is to be capable of deploying a single battery at a time by 2030. Reading the article about this makes me imagine how the war would look like in the Pacific if that happens. These small batteries of Tomahawk and NSM missiles will be the cornerstone of modern Pacific war. They will be scattered on islands, islets, and atolls across the ocean, striking unaware enemy vessels. Their mobile nature is the perfect solution for island hopping strategy and the geographical condition of the region. Something that, from what I see, Indonesia, the Philippines, and Japan could also implement. That's it for today. 4 stories in the Indo-Pacific region in July 2023. What do you think of these stories? Share with us in the comment section below. Thank you for watching everyone. I'll see you in the next one.